Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here at End Times Prophecy News. Back home in Pelosi, San Francisco. It's wonderful to be back home. Homeless drug addicts are now taking dumps in the supermarket aisles. San Francisco has more drug addicts than public high school students. Oh no, that's fake news. The homeless problem is out of control. Human feces incidents by year in San Francisco. Let's see, 2011, 5,000, 12, 6,000, 13, 8,000. The Obama regime, 2014, 10,000. And today, in 2018, it's 28,000. Nancy Pelosi can't keep people from S-ing on the streets, but wants you to believe in her vision of America. And now the homeless addicts are even pooping in the grocery stores. Oh, that's fake news. Oh no. What? Are you serious? He's wiping his butt in the grocery store. I thought I'd give you that little spring of sunshine this morning. The first deep state FISA warrant on page was the 1 in 10,000 denied by the court. For some reason, DOJ IG Horowitz left this out of his report. No, the independent counsel IG Horowitz is fair and balanced, isn't he? On March 7, 2017, we reported the following. The FISA court is in the news this weekend after President Trump tweeted that former President Obama had petitioned a court twice in order to wiretap current President Trump when he was running for office. At this time, we were not aware of the multiple renewals of the Carter Page FISA warrant application used to validate spying on President Trump. In his first tweet, President Trump tweeted, "Terrible. Just found out that Obama had my wires tapped in Trump Tower just before the victory. Nothing found. This is McCarthyism." Way back on March 4th, 2017. He next tweeted, "Is it legal for a sitting president to be wiretapping a race for president prior to an election? Turned down by court earlier. A new low." The FISA court was put in place in 1978 when Congress enacted the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. The court sits in Washington, D.C. and is composed of 11 federal district court judges who are designated by the Chief Justice of the United States. Each judge serves for a maximum of 7 years, and their terms are staggered to ensure continuity on the court. By statute, the judges must be drawn from at least 7 of the United States judicial courts and circuits, and 3 of the judges must reside within 20 miles of the District of Columbia. Judges typically sit for 1 week at a time on a rotating basis. Pursuant to FISA, the court entertains applications submitted by the United States government for approval of electronic surveillance, physical search, and other investigative actions for foreign intelligence purposes. Most of the court's work is conducted ex parte as required by statute and due to the need to protect classified national security information. Only 2 in over 10,000 applications were turned down by the FISA court. According to ABC News, more than 1,000 applications for electronic surveillance, all signed by the Attorney General, are submitted each year, and the vast majority are approved from 2009 to 2015. For example, more than 10,700 applications for electronic surveillance were submitted, and only 1 was denied in its entirety. According to annual reports sent to Congress, another 1 was denied in part, and 17 were withdrawn by the government. Wow. A very disturbing fact about the wiretapping request of President Donald Trump is that the FISA court turned down President Obama's administration's first request to wiretap President Trump that was evidently signed off on by Attorney General Loretta Lynch. With only 2 applications denied out of 10,700 from 2009 through 15, the fact that the Obama administration's application was denied by the FISA court is very disturbing. The odds of this happening are 0.02%. The Obama presidency is clearly the most corrupt in U.S. history. Horowitz remains silent on this in his 450-plus page report. I guess it wasn't filled out right, huh? According to the FISA report on page 412, Obama's deep state DOJ and FBI decided to move forward with obtaining a FISA warrant to spy on Carter Page and therefore candidate Trump in mid-August of 2016. We also know that this is when the deep state lovers Peter Strzok and Lisa Page discussed the insurance policy via text on August 15, 2016. The DOJ OIG FISA report does not mention that the first FISA warrant for Carter Page was denied. It only states that the deep state attempted to put together information to obtain a FISA warrant on Carter Page in August of 2016, and by September, the deep state believed they had enough information to obtain the warrant. We know that the first FISA warrant to spy on Carter Page and Trump was obtained in October of 16, shortly before the 2016 presidential election. This now confirmed garbage report was then renewed 3 times. Omissions like this lead the reader to question the validity of the entire FISA report. Was more than this omitted from the Massa report? If so, why? Oh my gosh. The corruption is horrific, isn't it? It's just massive. Thank you for listening.